Good afternoon. I absolutely look like shit right now. I'm so tired. I haven't been sleeping much. And I've been working so hard. I'm starting to look like a man. I'm starting to sound like one as well. My voice sounds bloody deeper. So yeah, today we are getting ready to complete a job that I was doing yesterday. It was meant to be done yesterday, but the person had to leave for a business meeting. So therefore I had to cut it short. So now I'm having to go back today on my Saturday and finish it. I've already got paid for it, so I won't be getting any extra, unfortunately. Just a little cleaning job. So yeah, to be honest, I really just want to stay in with my children and enjoy my Saturday. And if I never had kids, I'll be honest, I will literally stay in bed all day, because I find that at this moment in time, I feel like I could do with a lot of comfort. So that the way that I kind of invoke those feelings is by having warm baths, putting on like comfy pajamas and sleeping. But when you're a mum of 4, you can't sleep. You can't sleep all day, even if you wanted to. Do you know what I mean? And I'm already kind of taking the piss because it's pretty much lunchtime now. Do you know what I mean? And I feel guilty for staying asleep that long. But sometimes you need to put your rest first. And if I don't, when would I get to, you know? Because my children are always here, majority of the time. So, but yeah. And the only other way is to go to bed earlier, but that means I'm still leaving them up unattended. So, I don't know. So, yes. Getting ready for work now again. And, yeah, just going to do that. Come home today. And probably hit up a different topic. You know, spoke about some relationship-y stuff yesterday and dating and how I feel about all that. So I think perhaps switch up the topic today. Keep it a variety, you know, quality street selection. So yeah, but I thought maybe let you guys get ready with me. Not just because I'm a lonely bitch and it gives me a sense of social interaction. And a lot of people will say, but you're not lonely, there's people out there that want to talk to you. Yes, I know, but there's not a lot of people that I feel that I relate to on every level. Don't get me wrong, like all the people I have in my life, I'm very grateful for them. I'm very grateful for you all. But I'm just being very honest with myself. And there isn't a lot of people that I feel I relate to on every level, or I don't know. There's a certain emotion that I get when I'm around people that get me on a deeper level, and it's such a calming, pleasurable experience to have because it's rare. And it doesn't. One moment, I've got a little visitor. This was my little visitor. Look, isn't he handsome? He's gonna make me a coffee because he makes good teas and coffees, don't you, lad? Yeah. I love him. Mwah. Yeah, so sorry about that. Just a bloody crier at the moment. Town crier. Oh yay! Oh yay! If anyone knows what the fuck I'm on about.
Where's Mum?
But oh look, I've got another visitor. Sorry. Yeah, so now you're gonna watch me put on makeup in the most savage way ever because I'm in a rush. I was meant to be somewhere this morning, but I was sleeping. It's tough titties. I needed it. I'm always rushing around like Speedy Gonzales, meep meep, and Roadrunner. That's how I feel anyway. In between times, I'm like, oh, come on, bitch, get up. Literally. So you're gonna see me get from ugly to about 6, at least. So yeah, what's a girl to do? My birthday's coming up soon, and I was feeling very birthday-fied. I used to work in a very fruity club called Le Boudoir as a barmaid. Well, not really a barmaid, because there wasn't a bar, but people bring their own drinks, but you would collect the glasses as you go around. And I was actually going to go there because it's a very doo-doo environment, and you know, again, being a Scorpio, those vibes help distract me the best from my sorrows, hence why I've probably got into some issues surrounding those things. But yeah, not in particular to participate, but just have those vibes around me so I can sort of be in my element, you know, my scorpionic element. And then maybe meet somebody just as batshit crazy as myself, perhaps. But to be honest, as the weeks and the days have gone on, I'm feeling more and more antisocial, and it's like such a contradiction because I also want company. That doesn't make any sense. I want company, but I don't want company. Someone help me work that out. I think, you know what it is? I think I want company, but then the company that I have access to is just a bit, thanks. I can't explain it. And it's nothing personal. It's really not. Maybe it's just something where I need to dig deeper within myself, and it feels like it's coming from something external when it's actually something internal. It always is something internal, but I'm sure you get what I mean. But it literally feels like I'm cutting off my nose to spite my face, because it's like I want to be around others, but then when I have to interact, it just feels like, ugh. I can't even explain it. I don't even know what I'm on about. But yeah, so looks like a typical scorpionic isolated birthday this year. I think I've only been out once for my birthday in like the past decade, and that's what I explained in my last video when I met that guy in the bar. That was my last birthday that I went. Well, not the birthday gone. It was the birthday of 2000 and what are we in now? 21, 20, 2019. It was that birthday. Yeah, so my daughter came in to borrow my mascara. She's getting so big now that she can borrow my mascara. She's not allowed to wear nothing else though, are you? Are you?
I'm allowed lip gloss.
That's it. Yeah.
And mascara.
Not all bright.
Blush and highlighter.
No.
Eyelashes.
No. She does put on eyelashes sometimes, and it really winds me up because I think she's too young. And I think, you know, the way majority of men's minds are perverted, I don't want her attracting the wrong attention and older attention when she's younger, because I do think she could pass for probably a bit older than her age. But anyway, I'm just a protective parent. But we have a really good bond, so that's the main thing. We wind each other up, don't get me wrong. But she's a lovely, lovely little girl. All my children are lovely, and I'm not just saying that as a mum. Like, oh, my kids are lovely, and really they're little fuckers. Like, literally, they're lovely children. If they wasn't my children, I would still think they're lovely children. And majority of the time, well, all the time, wherever I go, people tell me, your children are so well behaved and all of that. So I know it's not just a self-replicated comment that I'm saying. I know that others feel that way too, you know. And that makes me proud, because at the end of the day, even if I fail everything else in life, even if I don't find my happiness, or, you know, life hasn't turned out exactly how I expected it to be, the beauty of having children is that, you know, you can still find happiness by seeing their dreams come true and knowing that you raised good human beings, you know. And I think that is very valuable. That's worth more than anything, you know. So if I can achieve that, then I'm happy. I won't feel like a total failure. I do have the kettle in my room, yes. Don't ask me what I was doing. I can't even remember. I have a really bad memory right now as well, because I'm stressed. And go on, you can take it. Thank you, darling. Yeah, I have a really bad memory right now because I'm stressed, and I have CPTSD. And basically what that does, it really fucks with your memory. Like, literally, I could have said something 20 minutes ago and I might remember it, I might not. It's a hit and miss, it's a lottery, and it's really frustrating, which is a shame because I've actually got quite a good memory. Besides the trauma and the CPTSD, I had a banging memory. That was even why I was pretty bright in school, because my retention for things was amazing. But obviously, as I've gone through life and I've gone through certain things, the CPTSD is just, brain's just, see, like these bags, I also never used to have those. I was more like this. Can't even see what it will look like no more. The bags are so terrible now. I just permanently look like shit in that area. But yeah, I was a finer chick, and yeah, just deteriorated really. Along with my brain. And I found out along my travels of studying psychology, human behaviour, all the rest of it, mainly to, you know, hack myself and also others, because the better you can, you know, relate to and understand other human beings, the better environments you can create. We would like to imagine. I obviously haven't mastered that yet. So yeah, I discovered that CBT, any you know, mental blows, so to speak, they actually cause brain damage. Visibly obvious brain damage. If I was probably had to have an MRI scan, or anyone else that's been through, you know, traumatic experiences, veterans of war, and, you know, people of domestic abuse, or I don't know, lost a baby, like anything really devastating, you know, if you used to give them an MRI scan, you'd probably see that their brains are physically damaged, like physically. And I found that really, really, really interesting and amazing. And that also lets me know that there's still some groundbreaking discoveries we need to make in regards to mental ailments, because if it does show up physically, and you can treat brain damage that is induced by a car crash or somebody, you know, attacking you in the head area, if you can fix that physically, then you can fix CPTSD physically, or any other things that come under that category. So yeah, I think that, you know, the medical institution should really start making some discoveries there. However, if it's in their interest, we don't know, because we all know that the pharmaceutical industry is a lot more profitable than the cure industry. Because with the pharmaceutical industry, you keep coming back. Whereas if you're cured, you're cured. That's it. And you can also teach others what you need to do in order to not have to have medication. I, for one, have never taken medication. I never ever will. My mind is too strong anyway. Don't get me wrong, I have my moments. But I think from such a young age, I've existed on the brink of madness anyway, that I've actually come to, like, I can be on the tip of madness and not go there. It's actually become a choice. It's literally like, should I allow myself to get a bit crazy right now? No, let's relax, because I know it's not the best choice. That's how much times I've visited that area of my psyche. I don't know if that's a good thing that I'm so comfortable with that. But yeah, it doesn't scare me anymore. When I was younger, I used to get really scared because I used to think, fuck, I'm feeling a bit dodgy, you know? I'm feeling a bit... feeling a bit digital. You get me? But I just come to realise that is when the body, the heart and the mind is in severe pain, and it's trying to process it, and it's having difficulty of doing that. So that is the residual feeling that you're going to get from going through that. Because I overstand that and I understand that. It's like my higher self can observe my lower self and almost guide myself through. My higher self can observe my lower self and guide my lower self through the process. And that is because I'm so used to dealing with shit alone. People are always like, oh, like even today, my boy D, yeah, like, he will hate me for saying this, but he's like a female friend to me, because he love chat, he love make joke. He's one of the people that I stay on the phone to for quite a while, like a female, like you would do a female friend. And you know, he tells me about all his endeavours with his women and all of that. He keeps me up to date in the player game, so to speak. The player Squid Games. So I catch enough joke with him there. But I don't even know what I was going to say about him now. Oh yeah, that's what I was saying. Like, he rang me today. He's like, "Hey Lee, how you doing?" Blah blah blah. I was like, "Yeah," because I keep it real with my friends. Like, I don't sugarcoat it, you know. And but I also wasn't trying to be a proper drag as well, because I don't want to spoil his day. But I'm not going to be dishonest about how I feel. Balance. And he was like, "Hey Lee, how you doing?" I was like, "Yeah," and he knows me, and it says, "Oh God, what's wrong with you?" I was like, "Oh, nothing, just like, is what it is, isn't it? Nothing particular, just going through the motions." And he was like, "Oh, okay." He was like, "Oh, anyway, you'll be alright, you're always alright. Anytime I hear you're going through something, give it a week, you'll be fine, you'll be smiling." And I was just like, "Yeah," and in my head I was just like, "Mate, like, you're one of the people that I see one of the closest to me and understand me, and you know, he don't even get me at this point." And that just confirmed to me that it's just one of them ones. You're just on your own right now, love. You really are. And I think there's only short moments, short glimmers that I have with other people where I feel like I'm seen and I'm really understood. But it never continues, you know. And that's nobody's fault, because nobody was put on this earth to make me feel better, and I understand that. But it's just really nice when that vibe of someone seeing you and understanding you continues. But perhaps that's an unrealistic worldview. I don't know. So yeah, it's highly frustrating when you're going through things like that, and people look at it through their own lens of normality, because for them, somebody may be experiencing the emotions I'm experiencing right now, it might not be as intense because of the not having the CPTSD. Or is it just I'm just like that anyway? I don't know, because I've probably incurred my CPTSD symptoms from a young age, so now it's hard to differentiate wholly what is my personality, what isn't. There are parts of me that I know I've always been like that. I've always been very goofy. I've always been very like dancey and performery. Like from a young age, when I was young, my mum used to get me in the living room and get me to do stuff for her friends. Oh yeah, do that dance, do that impression, sing that song or whatever. And I used to love doing it. Like I just used to love doing it. So I know that's definitely Lee. Do you know what I mean? I've always got very bored quickly because I like a lot of stimulation mentally. I've always been a bit ahead of my time in terms of, at like 7 years of age, I had a book of quantum physics from my nan, and I hardly understood any of it, but I would still read it again and again and again and again, and just trying to grasp the concepts. And again, there wasn't anyone I could relate to then. So yeah, I think perhaps I've probably always been a bit different, and then, you know, added with the things that's happened to me throughout my life, the unique experiences I've had, has made me more of a unique person. Therefore, when I'm speaking with others, unless they've been through a series of unique and really, really strange circumstances, I find it hard to relate to them. Or if they haven't been through like serious life-changing things, I find it hard to relate to them. Don't get me wrong, I'm very friendly. Most people like me mostly, as far as I know. But I mean, not a lot of people see me and understand me. And hence why I've even decided to start making these videos, because, you know, rather than feeling like, oh, I feel misunderstood and nobody gets me, or whatever the fuck it is that you're thinking, well, do something then to make them understand you. Open up, perhaps. That's what I'm doing. And then that way, you know, you're not forcing yourself on anyone. They can kind of view you at their own pace, and then the ones that get you, and the ones that don't. I just think it's an easier process. And then obviously anybody that they might have trouble in speaking up and opening up about their emotions, they might feel empowered and inspired to do so. It's not that bad as you think. People are always going to judge you. People are always going to talk about you, spread rumours, gossip, what have you, add their little ones and twos to make it sound more juicy, or, you know, whatever it is. So you can't avoid that no matter what you do or where you go in life. You can try and be as private as possible and get less of it, don't get me wrong. But I mean, isn't that a little bit selfish in terms of the whole human developmental side of things? Are we not put on this planet to learn and grow from each other? How will we learn and grow from each other if we're so private? How will we learn and grow from each other if we're so prideful and we don't share our experiences and how it made us feel positively and negatively, in strength and in vulnerability? I don't know. Seems like a contradiction to me. So everyone wants to be open and transparent and be understood and heard and love each other and support each other. But then as soon as someone like me starts being open and transparent, it's, why am I not in on a mix-up? She a chat her business, blood clot, you hear what she said? I know that. Fear man fear. And that is what creates that, you know. So as humanity, we need to decide, do we want to be open and transparent and raw and honest and unjudgmental to each other? Or do we want to remain gossipy and backstabby and labba and all them thing there? Cause me not like them thing there. You see it? So But yeah, so, you know, that is why I'm doing these blogs. I hope it inspires others. Already I've got really positive feedback from a small amount of people, and thank you very much for that, for your encouragement and your well-wishing. Also, if anyone would like to jump on my YouTube channel with me, we could work that out. We could record a Zoom call meeting. We could meet up in person. Also, I still have my podcast on Spotify and Anchor, which is called the Chungcast. So if anybody wants to, you know, be heard and not seen, there's also that option too. However, I would recommend to have a build-up to speak audioly and then be seen visibly, because it really does help building confidence. That's another reason why I like doing this as well, because a lot of people that I've had on my show, they've all been through domestic violence and all types of different things, and they're still on their journeys of building their confidence, and, you know, finding themselves in certain areas. And nearly every guest that I've had on there has been like, oh my god, it's so daunting. I'm really worried to speak. Like, I'm not usually used to this, you know. And what I just say to them is, well, let's record it first, see how you feel. You can have a listen to it, and if you're happy, then we can release it. And if at any point you don't like it, just let me know. I'll remove it, just to make them feel comfortable. And then they usually hear themselves and they're like, you know what, I sound really good. I actually sound really good. And it boosts their confidence. It actually boosts their confidence. And I'm here for it, you know. I'm here to assist others in any way that I can, to look at their own past wounds, to face their fears, challenge themselves, throw themselves into the fire of purification. And if that ain't some Scorpio shit, I don't know what the fuck is. So, and that's where a lot of people misunderstand me, because they think I'm probably destructive or what have you. But they don't realise I've been through so much destruction that I now have to deconstruct what I've been through in the worst way. And because it is just me, you know, I can't do it in a nice, slow, easy pace. Self-love, be slow and gentle with yourself. No, I don't have time for that. I gotta get up, I gotta cook, I gotta clean, I gotta go the fuck to work. I have 3 jobs right now, yeah. I probably have 2 more on the way. So yeah, I'm doing the most. It would be nice to snuggle myself up in a snood, watching movies, binge eating, just healing myself. I don't have the time. So it is what it is, you know. So that's why I'm choosing more what others might think as a radical approach of this, because it's a lot more, you know, in the spotlight, in the limelight. And I'm not really a spotlight, limelight person. But again, to make up for, you know, the fact that I don't have this outlet in my own personal life, I'm very much someone, if I don't have something, I will get it, I will create it out of nothing, because I'm very resourceful by nature. I've always had to be, haven't had a choice. So yeah, this is my way of creating that space for myself to feel heard, to feel understood, and yeah, maybe others can relate and feel empowered and heard and understood themselves, hopefully. So yeah, once again, if you want to join me on the Chungcast, let me know, get in touch. jscrones@gmail.com. No, that's wrong. Actually, it's natkin87@gmail.com, but I'm going to attach it at the bottom. So get in touch if you want to join the convo. And yeah, hope everyone has a wonderful day, and see you again. Like, share, follow, subscribe, blah blah blah.